Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. It's nice to have the regulars all in already. Hopefully, we'll have some more people as the evening progresses. By now, you've probably, from the notification message, found out what new game is on the cards. But either way, the secret's out, so might as well tell you. We will be starting a new series of Morrowind, and this is not a promise, it's just a possibility, but I sort of have this idea that it might be fun to do a continuous playthrough through Morrowind, Oblivion, and then Skyrim. But that would obviously be many, many months. I don't know if I'll stay interested in streaming long enough to do that, but we'll start with Morrowind and see where we get to. I am, before I start the game, though, going to give some information in case anybody wants to play along. Is the camera frozen or the whole stream, or what's frozen? Well, I'll keep talking in the meantime. I hope I can be heard. I am assuming that you guys can hear me. Do let me know if I'm quiet. Anyway, so if you want to play along, there's not a ton you need to know, but there's a little bit of information worth having. First thing you will need is the game itself, which luckily is really cheap because it's 23 years old. You can get it on Steam right now for €6, which is really cheap. Though I would suggest going for the GOG version instead. It's €1.50 more, but then you get it with no DRM or anything like that, which has its benefits, slightly better value for money. Either way, the game is cheap, but it is a really great game. It's only cheap because it's so old. That said, it's quite tricky to get it to actually run on modern hardware because it's so old, which brings us to the second component. OpenMW, which you can get at this website, openmw.org. I will also put it in chat. It is free. It is an open source game engine for playing Morrowind with, that is up to date, modern, lets you play it and more at like today's resolutions, lets you play it high res. And fixes a whole lot of engine bugs that still exist in the original engine. Just to give you an example of the kind of bugs that exist there, if you're playing Morrowind in the original engine and you want to play a thief, you will never pickpocket anybody. There's a bug in the pickpocket formula that makes all pickpocket attempts forever fail. No matter how good your skill is, no matter what the conditions are, you can never succeed at a pickpocket. It's just a bug in the way it calculates your chances, which is fixed in OpenMW. It's just so much better, and it's free. You just go to the website and download it. It's available for Linux, it's available for Windows, it's available for Mac, so you can play it on almost anything, and this game is actually quite playable on even lower end Macs and lower end computers. And then finally, this is a very fun moddable game, and I'm going to be playing a very heavily modded approach to it. For that, modding openmw.com is fantastic. They have tools that make modding completely automated and really good mod lists, so it's really as easy as choosing the experience you want and saying, please install this for me. The one I'll be playing is Total Overhaul, which is about the most comprehensive list there is. It adds a whole lot of content, it adds a lot of gameplay improvements, and it adds a whole bunch of new content, a whole bunch of graphics updates. If you have a weaker machine but you want to play a similar kind of playthrough, the one right above it, Expanded Vanilla, has all the content and game fixes, but it doesn't include all the graphics updates. So that's kind of the information you would need if you wanted to play the game like me. The good news is you really don't need to do anything to to get the modding system playing. You just click on automatic installation guide, choose the mod list you want, and the operating system you're doing it for, and you'll get a complete set of steps, which ultimately is about 99% automated by one command. And that's the sort of little intro I wanted to give it before the first episode, before the first start, so that if anybody wants to play along, which I would really encourage, it's a great game, you can play a similar kind of experience easily. And with that, let's get to the actual game. I have the GOG version, but I just added the launcher into Steam for convenience. This is what your OpenMW launch window looks like. You can see a ton of installed mods here because I have the total overall mod pack installed. So let's say launch OpenMW. Can you guys hear the game sound? Well, you'll probably be hearing it over the microphone anyway, but you should be able to get it directly as well. In fact, I'm going to turn the speakers down a bit so you don't end up with a double sound. So, yeah, it does look really pretty like this. This is one of the few games where, even though I much prefer to play with controllers, I will actually be playing keyboard and mouse. OpenMW massively improves the controller support for Morrowind, but even then it is not great, and I actively suggest stick to keyboard and mouse. So let's get started. Each event is preceded by prophecy, but without the hero there is no event. In the waning years of the third era of Tamriel, a prisoner on a certain day to uncertain, born on a certain day to uncertain parents, was sent under guard without explanation to Morrowind, ignorant of the role he was to play in that nation's history.
They have taken me from the Imperial City prison, first by carriage and now by wolf, to the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Quick little interesting side note. This character, Jupe, does actually show up again in one of our Elder Scrolls game. His ghost shows up in the Dragonborn DLC to Skyrim. Perhaps in a future stream we will get to see that version of it. So what shall we name our character? Let's ask for some suggestions from chat. Who shall we be? I suppose the fact that it makes you this one as you choose your name before your race and stuff is less perfect. Oh, so am I. That's why I'm asking chat. Karen, you're always great at it. Give us a suggestion. For what it's worth, I'm thinking of making an Imperial, so... Well, I mean, you can hardly improve on a Terry Pratchett name. I don't think I want to name my character I'm busy with the kids, sorry. Hey, I did promise dad jokes. You don't get to complain. No false advertising here. Okay, in that case, meet Flora.
Not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we'd reach Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
At this phase, oh, we can actually
Why?
walk.
Here comes the girl.
This is where we can get home. Come with me.
These graphics are massively improved by the mod pack, but obviously this is still running on a code pack and a version of the Professor engine from 2003. So even significantly upscaled, it's still going to be a little blocky, and the animation's a little funky looking. The faces have been very significantly improved by the mods.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep going.
Oh, well, let's get on deck. Let's have a little looky around at the place where we find ourselves. I have got the view distance set to the absolute max so we can see as far as possible, because this machine can handle it.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
Indeed, I pretty much got all the graphics cranked up to the max, which does not seem to be causing us any difficulties. We're getting 40 FPS even here. Actually, that's less than I expected. I was in my test I was getting closer to getting over 100. That'll do. This is not a game where FPS is going to impact the gameplay. Okay, Imperial. Ooh, these faces are so much prettier than in the base game. Some of them have face paint on. The pity though that you can't zoom in a little. Oh, I like that. I think in honor of Nikki, let's play a ginger. Right, all of this is done in terms of race.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Hold on a sec, I want to see a control. It's just a mouse wheel, it should work. Maybe it doesn't work before you finish character creation. I would have thought it would work after picking your appearance, but okay.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Okay. I'm not going to use any of the pre-built classes. I'm going to make my own. And I see you spell it right. Combat, yes. Training. I think willpower is the right choice. Block, yes. Heavy armor, not medium. weapon. Armor, yes. Medium armor I want to swap out for restoration. And minor skills. Speechcraft not bad at all. Mercantile would be good. Athletics is great because it's a pretty much free level up. You just get it from running. Little conjuration as a minor can't hurt. I think we'll want enchant, yes.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
In this version, I think the ritual is a really good choice. We got a very paladin-y spell with a free turn undead every day. And as well as a disease cure that can work both on ourselves and on others. Nice, I think this is it. This is interesting because in most Elder Scrolls games the ritual is more of a spell for like necromancer characters, or a stone for them.
Interesting.
Here this
Before I
works.
stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct. Show your papers to the captain when we're sitting at the release fee.
Now if you're playing a bad character, there are tricks you can use to steal everything from here, but this character won't be doing them. Now we can zoom out. And we will keep that, but I will mention it. There are plenty of videos and guides out there that show how to do it if you want to.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Solestratus.
Also, a lot of things in this room you can steal if you are so inclined. Let's step outside. And if you look in this barrel over here, Flora. We'll grab the engraved ring of healing. That's only worth one. That's worth two. Yeah. Take it. That's fine. We don't have anything much to carry. It'll be a while before we can get our hands on some proper heavy armor. Well, it's very easy to get that early if you're stealing, but if you're trying to play like a genuinely good character, then it's a little harder.
Your papers, please.
Okay, welcome to me to Morrowind. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here. But your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim himself. And I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are free. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. Duties. This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Casadis in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Casadis. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal to your name. Your journal has been updated. Direction to Chaos Casadis have been added to your inventory. Package for Chaos Casadis have been added to your inventory. 87 gold have been added to your inventory. Okay, goodbye. Interesting little difference between later versions and Morrowind is the hyperlink based speech system, which is quite nice. Let's just have a little look over here before we play. This is so pretty. Oh, and now we're hitting 100 FPS easily. Are you the one the boat dropped off? Ought to see a boat arrive at that time of day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before the weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring, a family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Yes, I did find it actually. You found it, amazing. Thank you, thank you. You are now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel who runs the trade house here. Go see him, he'll be happy to see you. Always good to pick that up and do this. It's a quick little quest, but it gets you discounts at the store. Have a good evening, Nikki. Thanks for joining, even if it wasn't all the way to the end. Well, let's have a check with Ariel. Welcome to Ariel's Trade House. I'm Ariel, publican and proprietor. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. You're a new face here. If you want to buy from me, you have to barter. If you want a little advice free to new customers, just ask. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions and scrubs? Little advice. If you need directions, talk to our local scout Elone the Red Guard. She's here in the trade house somewhere, and you might want a copy of Guide to Vardenfell. I think I still have a copy for sale. What's the latest rumors? I heard that Riskar upstairs is having some financial troubles. Can't seem to win a wager these days. Let's barter. We can sell you. Not a lot. This mod pack adds some really nice songs to it, I hear. That's not in the base game. Let's see if you've got a nice an Iron Warhammer 40. Any other maces? You got a steel Warhammer for 80. Do we forego any initial armor and just grab the piece? Let's see what you have as far as heavy armor goes. What you have is all way out of our price range right now. Here's some iron, not a lot. That's it. Two-handed. Alright. Let's get the iron one. Then we can at least get the gloves. Total cost 56 so far. The Iron Kiros is out of our price range, but we might be able to put this in. No, That's too much. Put that back. And helmet. If we can barter him down a single gold coin, we got this. That worked. So we're not very exactly wonderfully equipped, but we've got some starting equipment at least. So right click to open these windows, and then to equip things, you pretty much drag them onto your character. Oh, I only have a right gauntlet. I didn't get a left gauntlet. I forgot that you get separate left and right armor pieces in Morrowind. Still, that's a start. We didn't actually replace any clothing that we can sell though. Yeah, he wants us to steal things. I'm gonna ignore him. That's alone. Yes, tell me how to get to Balmora. Thank you. Okay, this is just generic conversations. That's a locked door apparently. Okay. Only thing here is Whisker's very dishonest. Although we technically don't have to do anything dishonest. I had a run of bad luck playing 9 holes and lost a bit of money. Normally I'd be fine. We usually keep some gold in our pockets just from the money the locals pay us for protection. But I know some of them are holding out on me, especially that little fetcher Fargo. He came up like past couple of weeks when I've shaken him down. I know he's stashing it somewhere. Yeah, no. A paladin can't do this quest. It's just too evil.
Sure, there's someone else you can bother?
And I really don't want to be carrying a lockpick around right now. So there should be a couple more quests in this starting town. I don't know if the mod adds any new ones, but there's certainly a few that come in the base game as well. Let's start by paying a little visit to the lighthouse over here. Some mushrooms along the way. I don't know if we're going to do any alchemy, but even if we don't, we can sell them. So there's benefits regardless.
Oh, come on, leave me alone.
This is a very important lighthouse which prevents dozens of ships from crashing onto the rocks every year, not to mention guiding Imperial Garden captains into the port. I am the keeper of the lighthouse, a job made easier when there's a steady supply of light wood. Alchemists have another name for it, but we commoners just call it light wood. It burns longer and brighter than any other wood. Usually the monthly ship Lysa brings some, but this month we brought 2 prisoners instead. And sellers won't let me burn them. Yeah, well, I'm one of them, so I'm appreciative of that. I can use regular wood, of course, but I'd have to climb the stairs a dozen times a night to refuel the fire. Continue. I heard from a traveler that there's an ogre south of Pelagia, just east of the road here, who claims to have light wood and will give it to anyone who solves some kind of riddle. If you're willing to go there and get the wood, I will try to get you to think of some suitable reward. That seems like a quest we can pick up. Good luck. Like I said, the Daedra is south of Pelagia, or so I heard. Oh, it's a Daedra. I didn't know that. Oh well. Yes, now the rest is just directions. The directions in this game are not always accurate. And as you can see, there's no little compass that tells you where to go, just a basic directional one. Some things one can steal if you are so inclined, but I'm not going to be doing that. I am going to climb up to the top, and we're going to wait. Oh, the reason I was doing that was for Risk Cross Quest, which we're not doing, so I really didn't need to wait up here. Let's just wait till morning. The game normally does have a whole level up procedure. One of the mods included with this mod pack actually removes that. It just automatically levels skills or attributes, increases attributes based on the skills you're actually using, which means you don't have to micromanage them the way you have to do in the base game. But if you wonder why there is no level ups as we proceed, that will be why. I don't know if there's still a level up progress, if you have to sleep like in the base game for the level ups to happen, but unlike in the base game, you don't have to have a dialogue and assign attribute points, which you used to have to very micromanage how you do your skills to get the attribute points where you actually want them. And we'll grab all these mushrooms. Let's explore around the town a little. We'll probably have to walk to Balmora because, you know, no money. And we don't know what the mod added around here. Or the mod pack. There's certainly some buildings here that I do not recall seeing in the base game. Including what looks like a shipyard. Okay, you don't have anything to say. Ooh, a mud crab. Not taking a lot of damage. One little difference between this and later Elder Scrolls versions or games is chance to hit is like a dice roll. It's based on your stats and by no means guaranteed. You can see animations that look like a hit and still don't actually hit the target. In that regard, it's a little more like a tabletop game. Bigger problem is my own health bar is pretty low. I think we can't fight this guy right now. Remove ourselves from this dangerous location, or from the mud trap we could not defeat, and we'll go check our spells. By taking her restoration, we learn her field. Here. weapon.
What's this about? Anytime.
There have been a number of strange occurrences. I'm playing a little blind actually, because I've not played this mod pack before. So some of this is new to me as well. We're sort of discovering it together. Isn't that fun? Let's walk around the other side here. There's another marker. Please tell me you're not going to attack me. You are. This might be the same one. It is the same one. But at least we're healed, so we can fight him. And if necessary, we can heal again. And the more we hit him, the more our blunt weapon skills should go up. And our heavy armor skills too. And the more that goes up, the less we miss. But even when we do hit, we're only doing a single point of damage. We're also getting some unarmored skills because we have so many slots without armor in them. Let's switch to magic. Heal. It would be nice to succeed at the spell. Now I don't have enough magic because I failed twice. I don't have any healing potions. Come on. I'm so close to beating you. Okay, we need to run off first. Let our health and magic recover a little bit. Let's move around this thing. Come here, I need to talk to you. Do you want to earn some coin and show those filthy Imperials where they go? I am a filthy Imperial. I don't think I will not do this quest. Wonder where that person's hiding. But we're trying to play a good guy today. We got a bug over there. But he does not seem to be aggressive. This one does. We are dead if we try to fight that. Our health right now is quite low. And we don't have the magic up to try and do a heal. And we need to get out of here. The map crab's also still chasing us. Have we got enough magic I recovered to try and heal? Nope. We're off to a great start, aren't we? Right, grab some more mushrooms. Oh, we are still under attack. Okay, we need to get into town. That's our only hope here. least we got our magic up back, if not our health, which allowed us to heal. And that should allow us to continue our adventure. Definitely at the start of an RPG when you're having to run for your life from a larva and a crab. Ooh, I think this is the person I've been looking for. Oops, I wasn't trying to hit him. We'll take the 200 gold. And actually, let's just take everything. We'll dispose of the corpse. And we will read the document. Oh, you cannot read during battle. I'm in battle? Oh, yeah, the crabs found me. Well, let's hope we can finish him off now. We just need a couple of hits to actually land. Oof. Also, you fall down if you run out of stamina. Three hit points remain. These guys are not this tough in the vanilla game. Well, that was a stat improvement. We gained a bit of a level boost for defeating him. That's something at least. And we are now the proud owners of some crab meat. Let's try that read again. Hopefully we're out of combat attack. Tax records. Somebody killed the tax man. Let's go report that to the guy we met at the start of the game, who seems to be the local official. Who are you?
Glad to see you. I'm Johnny Overhaul, the creator of modding.openmw.com.
Oh, cool.
And also give you this book. It should serve as a handy reminder of some of the new content we've added into the game. Have fun.
Perhaps you are no stranger to these lands of Overhaul, or perhaps you are a totally new face here. Either way, it's likely that you may not be totally informed of recent cultural and mythological developments that have occurred here. This book was written with the goal of informing you, an outlander born on a certain date to uncertain parents, an overview of the various points of interest that lay before you. A trap tomb. Eager to explore Samari's ancestral tomb after hearing rumors of a powerful ring practically left out in the open for the taking, think again. The tomb is known to be a deep dungeon protected by powerful creatures. Okay, this is just basically documentation on some of the mods included. Let's see if there's some here that seem particularly interesting to display for. The temple library in Vivek City has recently undergone a renovation and features a glorious new interior. There may even be work. Okay. Apparently the Census and Excise office has quests now. We should go see about picking those up. We're going there anyway, so... Murder of Processus Vitalis. Murdered? What a waste. Processus was a good man. I had been wondering why we hadn't heard from him for a few days. Still, these are dangerous times we live in, and these sort of things will happen. Did you happen to find the tax money he'd collected? I'd hate to be so callous, but I do have a job to do. Yeah, I found $200 on him. You did? How odd that he was murdered but not robbed. Your honesty is appreciated, I can tell you that. I won't forget this, Flora. In fact, if you're looking for some money for yourself, I'd like to see the murder of Processus punished. Killing an emperor's tax collector is punishable by death. Find the murderer, bring him to justice, and the Census and Excise Office will pay you 500 septims. No, that's more than the 200 we gave back. And it should allow us to get fully equipped. Now, before we do much else, let's go sell some of the stuff we picked up. We won't get a lot for it, but every bit helps at this stage in the game. Even if we just get our upper glove. Without any haggling, we will be able to get 17 gold for that, which I think is enough to get the left gauntlet. Yes. Let's see if we can at least... No, not even one gold more. Okay. Our mercantile is not good enough yet. But we proceed with at least a tiny bit more armor. As it happens, what do you know about the murder of Processus Vitalis? Someone finally got him, huh? Well, it's no surprise, I suppose. Nobody likes a tax collector. Especially one who flaunts his wealth while taking our hard-earned cash. Only one who could stomach him at all was Favira over in the lighthouse. The two of them spent some time together. Shame, really. She seemed like a nice woman. I have to go have a chat with her when we find him. I actually know this quest because I've played this many times before. This is the guy who killed him. So let's get our weapon out. That fetcher! You damn right I did him in, and a good thing too. He was skimming a lot of money from all of us honest people, overcharging us on our taxes and keeping the difference for himself. He was always flaunting his money around, showing off his new clothes and jewels. I killed the bastard, and I left his body out there to rot with all his ill-begotten gold still on him. Sorry, that's no excuse for murder, and your punishment has been decided. That said, I am not doing great in this fight. Because unarmed attacks also drain your stamina. Okay, I need to get out for a moment. The good news is I don't, unless the mods didn't change that, he can't follow me through the door, which means I can go heal. It would be really good to get better at restoration, so I can actually succeed at casting my healing spells more often. Let's wait an hour. Try again. apparently that healed us. I hope it didn't heal him as well. No, he does not heal when we wait. Man, he drains our stamina fast. We need stamina to get up. Can I at least get one blow in? I think we got one hit in. Once your stamina is done, if you then get it, it takes health. The thing is, he hits every blow. He's obviously much better at his unarmed than I am with my blunt. I'm missing every swing almost. Okay, we actually got a hit. We will get better though with time. He's also level 5, which I suppose doesn't help our cause, eh? That was at least a hit that hit him pretty good. I think this mod pack definitely increases the difficulty of the starting quest. But we're slowly making progress, and the more we hit, the better our blunt will get, the more we'll actually hit the target. Well, I might have to go outside and wait for him again more than once to win this fight though. Yeah, we're down below 50% health. Okay, successful call. Go back in and continue the fight. Oof. We got him down to 68 points. 59. This time we keep falling before we even get the first blow in. Hey. Trouble is, he's now hitting enough that we can't actually get our stamina back because he keeps draining it again. Better stand near the door so that if we start running low on health, we can guarantee we can get out. Okay, that was a good hit. This is going to take a while, folks. I promise this will get a lot more exciting over time as we get better. But we are level 1, just starting out. And this quest is a lot more difficult than it is in the base game. It's not exactly easy in the base game, but it's easier than this. Okay, we got a full health bar again. We got exactly one hit in and one hit point down before we fell. Okay, that's another one. It looks like we're starting to hit slightly more often. That's a good sign. How's our blunt looking? 38. It is going up. And the higher it gets, the higher our chance to hit becomes. missing a whole bunch in a row again. Okay, one hit. At least we're below 50. $46, $45, $44. Oh, can you miss long enough for me to get out and heal? Sheesh. Okay. Still gonna rest so I can get my stamina bar full at least. For what little that's worth. Okay. We had a level up. Health and strength went up. And our blunt is now 37. Shoo. Shit. I can't even get a hit in right now. He's going through my stamina bar too quick. Ay, ay, ay. It would be really nice if I could start hitting more often. He hits way more regularly than I do. But it is nice when we do get a couple of shots in a blows in a row. $37, we're almost half his health bar gone. Okay, I think we need to go get healed up. Along the way we should hopefully be acquiring some... yeah, I forgot to switch to weapon mode. Be requiring some restoration skill as well, doing all these heals in between turns. And we've got 3 hit points down from him. One of the common things in the base game, after you kill this guy for the quest, you take over his little home as a very good or a decent starter player home. Because there's no proper player homes in the game. But this is a place where you can rest and sleep and store some things. And a chest where they won't disappear. Now we're taking forever. Yeah, he keeps hitting us. That's why we're not getting our stamina back. He's hitting it out again before we can. I'm just trying to get back to the door so I can get out if I need to. He moves between us and the door. Weapon equipped. Hey, all those swings, all the way till we were on the floor and we didn't hit him once. Finally, it's 2. I'm rapidly gaining skill in unarmored, which is really useful because it doesn't count to level ups at all because it's not one of our skills. It's just that we have so many slots without any armor in them. Okay, couple of good blows there. We're down to 25. Basically a third of his health remains. We got it to 24. Ah. Ay, ay, ay. 23. 22. And we're on the ground again. And again. 21. We're back down to half health. How? Okay, need to heal. Yeesh, all the way down again before we got our first hit. And I don't want you standing between me and the door. I might need that door. Ay, ay, ay. This turn is not going well. Lost like a quarter of our health bar. We finally hit him once. Okay, it's another hit. Pity that spell doesn't restore our stamina bar as well, huh? 17. Come on, we're so close now. 16. Gun weapon skill has increased to 38. Come on. Just a little more. Oof. need to look up. I can't remember if you can block with a two-handed weapon in Morrowind. I took this because with all it had at the moment. That stage we couldn't afford a shield anyway. But I'm not sure if you need to have a shield equipped to block. And since we have block as a major, if you do, then I need to use shields. So we will swap it out after we get money. Eight. Okay, managed to get a heal off first. Now if I can get my weapon drawn. Six. Playing the good guy version definitely made this tougher. If we had a full suite of set of armor and a better weapon, we would have had an easier time at this. 6 of 71. Two, come on, one more hit and we got him. One more, come on. Got him! Shoo! Take a book. And you got the taxmaker collector's ring. Sovereign, go. See if there's anything else here worth taking. Not really. But we can have a proper rest until healed in a bed. We did it! Whew, that was a tough fight. But justice has been served. Okay, let's go report the death of the killer. And then I think we need to visit the lighthouse. I heard you've been asking around. I'm glad to see the matter brought to its completion. Here's your reward, Flora. Good to see there are still some citizens who understand their loyalty to the Emperor. 500 gold! Nice! That should be enough to get a full suite of all set of armor, possibly even steel armor. Which will already be quite an upgrade. Before we go shopping, let's just pop by the lighthouse. Because we were told that the lighthouse keeper were an item with our friendly tax collector, so we should let her know that his killer has been brought to justice.
No, I don't.
I found his ring. And I got some health potions. I think the ring might have been worth more than the health potions, but we're playing a paladin, we gotta do the right thing. Thanks for all the high praises in chat, guys. This is not a game that's getting huge crowds, but maybe that'll change over time. In the meantime, though, get stuck. It's always fun to have my friends watch. Around here, down the ladder, so we can get into the trade house. Alright, so first of all, I got quite a few things picked up that I don't need, so I can sell this stuff to you. I want to keep the health potions. Don't really care for alchemy ingredients. I didn't take alchemy as a skill. And I think that's all I can. Let's start with apparel. That's medium. I need heavy. Didn't we have steel last time we were here? Got some heavy armor at least. There we go, steel greaves. Take this, take the helm, take the gloves, I can sell you my existing ones. Iron shield. Cuirass, though. Only a medium one. That would be very valuable. If we can, I'm gonna add it to our shopping list. If we can afford it, I'm taking it. Only shield you got is this iron shield. I will possibly take it. Let's see what you have weapons-wise. Iron club. So we could grab this and then we'd be able to use a shield. I think that's possibly worth it. But a better option, before I do that, take a second and find out. That's what search engines are for. If I can spell. Can you block with two-handed weapons in Morrowind? No, you cannot. So since we took block, we need to be doing shield and one-handed. So we'll take one iron club and the iron shield you got. Right. That means I can sell you my existing gloves. Got that steel helm, so you can have the iron helmet back, and you can have the iron war hammer. Offset some of the cost of it. You do have one set of heavy mail boots. They're not the greatest, but they're better than nothing. Throw that in. Here's a heavy steel cuirass for 200. I think that's total cost 580. We are so close to being able to afford this. But this is not. But we don't have quite enough because the only cuirass you have is that thing. Let's What if we give back the boots? 541. Would you be willing to go from there to 515? I doubt it, but we can try. He accepted it! So all we got to give up was the boots. Okay, let's equip all our new goodies. We got a backpack for some carry weight. We could have, I suppose, skipped the backpack. I mean, that we would have been able to replace that. But considering all this heavy armor, I suppose that's probably a good thing. Right, that's everything we got. We look like a proper knight now. The good news is, unlike Skyrim, one-handed and two-handed weapons are not different skills. Skills are based on weapon type. So this weapon is blunt just like the other one, so it uses the same thing. We can't take the Silk Strider because we spent all our money. But anyway, there's a little dungeon here we're visiting. Let's see, what have we got? Still level 1. 3 out of 10 skills have been improved. But at least our blunt weapon is a little better. Armorer, we need equipment for. We can't do anything about that yet. But since there were backpacks there, I do think we will ultimately be glad we bought it. Even at the expense of not having boots. Okay. Enemy. That's a first. Normally their friends do not come in here, you fight just the one. We're also completely out of stamina. We're gonna have to do things to increase our stamina, our fatigue level. Let's get rested up. We'll continue. It would be nice to get a hit or two in. Good news is we didn't just take one hit point with that hit. Bad news is our stamina is already used up again. Ah, he's healing himself. Okay, we gained a restoration skill even though we failed the spell. Oh wait, we didn't fail, we actually succeeded. But it doesn't help with our stamina bar. If we can get one of you dead, that would make a huge benefit for us. You're at 33. At least they're not quite as bad as the other guy because they're not unarmed. Ooh, that was a nice punch in the face. Good. Yeah, this mod pack definitely makes these early fights harder. Normally you only fight one person in here. The others you have to go through the door to fight before they show up. But we are very low on health. Once I can more reliably cast that heal spell, I'll be using it in combat instead of running away first. Okay. I could have sworn I saw blood go up to 39 during the fight before it. Apparently he just did that again. Apparently part of the problem is it looks like these heavy blunt weapons go drain fatigue pretty fast. We definitely need to get higher, more fatigue, but we will over time. 26. You're not that as difficult without your friend, even if we're still only hit you every couple of times. Two failures in combat. Oh, he's healed too. Stop healing yourself. But at least we're making decent progress this time. We got him almost halfway down before he really did much damage to us. If this keeps going like this, we have him. We got it. Heavy armor up to 36. That's good. Would be nice to actually block something. Here we go, we got a successful heal, so we can finish him off. Spear of his has a lot of range. But we almost got him. One more hit. Got him! Yeah, well, you don't have anything particularly interesting. Just stuff to sell. Enemies nearby. Okay, let's go outside and we'll continue with all our bars full. Thank you. And we're gonna step up here. Are you here to let the Overhaul go free? If so, I won't go far without shoes on my feet. My legs are sore. The smuggler took my boots saying that Khajiit shouldn't have shoes. The sands of Morrowind are not kind to Java's feet. I can barely walk. If only I had my fur boots. They are so soft and comfortable. Could you look for them in this cave? I have a pair of shoes with me. Ah, thank you, but my legs would not tolerate unfamiliar footwear. Khajiit is ashamed to complicate things, but my fur boots are the best. Alright, I'll find them. One of the little bits of backstory, which you probably don't know if you're not familiar with the game, is that at this point in time in Elder Scrolls lore, the Empire has outlawed slavery, but it's still rampantly practiced illegally, but rampantly in Morrowind. Obviously, being both a Paladin and an Imperial, we're going to free the slaves. I do have the key. Yes, Badargo is free. You are a good friend to Badargo. I'll let you go free. Yes, now I am free. Thank you, Flora. Unlock. Same message. Okay. Free slave freed, and the last one we can't free before we find his shoes. That's added by the mod. That character does not exist in the base game. Now, in the base game, this place has a side tunnel up here that you can use to get into the main room without taking the main road. It looks like that tunnel has been removed by the mod. Yeah, I guess we have to go through the main way. Which is never easy even in the base game. Let's just do a quick save here. Because these guys have a mage, and mages are pretty terrible at long range. Let's see if we can taunt her to come out here and force her into a close range fight. We are dying very fast. Let's grab one of those health potions. I'm dead. That mage is tough to fight even in the vanilla game, which is one of the reasons why I prefer to take the back road, because then you can get up close. We might give it one more try, but we might have to come back here at a higher level. Try lead her in here. Go around the corner. Stop running away. My only chance is to be up close. Look how fast our health bar is going down. Reliably enough do that, I don't get another turn. We need to run. And we're running in the wrong direction. If she hits us, we are dead. If we make it up, we might have a chance. Huh? She's back to full health as well. Oh, switch to weapon. Okay, we cannot beat this lady yet. We don't have any chance at all. Okay, we will have to come back here. Well, go sell the loot we picked up. We must definitely come back though at a slightly higher level. this stuff is worth anything. It's very unlikely you will sell me this at that price. Alright, never mind. Maybe we can still sell this stuff. Do not have great mercantile skill yet. Still, we managed to get a little bit of gold for our efforts. You don't seem to have anything interesting to tell us. Let's run to Vorin's place and we'll have a nice nap, and then I guess we will go explore. There's all sorts of new things to discover. So let's go start heading towards Balmora, which is where the main quest takes us. So Ebonheart and Balmora that away. Really? I could have sworn Balmora was the other way. Vivek, Pelagia. Oh, it's actually pointing everything that we have. Those would all be in the same direction from here. Have a look at the world map. We are here. In the base game, you pretty much have only this area. I think all of this has been added by mods. That is one possible method of fast travel, the Silt Striders, but they cost money, which we currently are very short on, because heavy armor is an expensive initial investment. We still don't even have all the slots covered. We still need boots and shoulders. And for now, we'll just follow the road, all barefoot. Not be going to Ebonheart at this point. We'll continue on towards Balmora, Vivek, and Pelagia. There's an animal there that's apparently standing in midair, and also apparently wants to fight us. Okay, looks like it's something. Legend and Balmora, it says it's that way. What a beautiful and different game, eh? In terms of landscape. A little glitch there momentarily as we switched between zones and it had to learn the next set of. And a little skill up from running, which is why we took athletics as a skill. How are we looking in terms of level ups? 2 points away. 2 skills need to level up to get for us to level our character. That's, I don't think I've seen before. Oh, I think I know what this is. This is Pelagia. Yes. Indeed it is. Okay. Some interesting quests there, but we will come here at a future point. For now, we will just make our way along the road towards Valmora. Continue the main quest. Yeah, one of the mods in here allows you to fast travel using the signpost. I wanted to check it, but as I half expected, you can only go to places you've been to. So that does create another fast travel option that doesn't cost money. Most of the others in the game do. So eventually it really doesn't matter much. Those things are worth cash, if nothing else. Valmora that away. And there's somebody standing by the road. Let's find out more about this person. Have you seen a bandit nearby? I must find him. Yes, I was just walking along minding my own business. Suddenly a bandit jumped me from behind. He was a dark elf, strong, dashing dark elf. He didn't harm me in any way, although he did take my jewels. He was quite gentle, and he talked to me for what seemed like forever. It seems this young woman is not as distressed as I thought she was. Or at least, not for the reasons I thought she was. It seems that although this bandit, Nelos Onmar, has stolen her jewels and her gold, he has also stolen her heart. Foolish girl. Yeah, and for $5 it's worth it, isn't it? Quest started, Beauty and the Bandit. Well, if we encounter him, we will see. We've only seen a tiny fraction of it too. But isn't that just straight out of a BookTok book? Which is pretty impressive for a game that came out 2 decades before TikTok existed. And the current, romance novels are very old, but the current fad for smutty romance, fantasies and such is much younger than the game. Though clearly the tropes in it are much older than the current fad. Well, I haven't seen any other people yet, so... This is very new. Unless I took a wrong turn somewhere. Where am I? Well, there's a sign here that says Valmora is that away. Well, these people don't seem to want to talk to me. Whatever they are. Okay, Valmora up that way. We might have missed a turn and be taking a slight detour here. Scripts are not hard to beat in terms of health or armor. Unfortunately, they do have the ability to cast paralysis spells, which makes the fight slightly more difficult. Luckily, it doesn't last super long, and he does not actually have the ability to genuinely hurt me with this armor. So, good way to get a bit of skill points, I guess. Ghost Gate, Balmora, Caldera. Okay, Balmora, that away. We might have missed the bandit by taking a slight detour or a wrong turn somewhere. Yeah, it's definitely saying go this way to go to Balmora, so that's what we'll do for now. We might still come across him somewhere. Red ash storms. This goes to the coast. That's new. Well, we're on the way to Balmora, where we're headed. Clang, clang, clang goes the armor. That looks like Balmora. There's a Salt Strider. Bridge over the little river. This mod pack definitely ups the weather effects because I am not used to seeing ash storms out here by the coast. Pretty cool. Start by paying a visit to the local shopkeeper. Daedric weapons? What? You say these are not Daedric weapons? No, you are right. Ravier is no liar. When you wish it, Ravier's fiend, demon, and devil weapons will be as sharp as fine Daedric and as light as Net Airsec, if you have enough skill in conjuration. The magic lasts a short time, but long enough to punch through the toughest armor. Ravier buys them direct from the Talvani. You will not find any cheaper in all Balmora. So yeah, what he's actually selling is weapons enchanted. Okay, I should explain. In Morrowind, you can enchant anything with pretty much any spell effect. And these are enchanted with a conjure weapon effect. So, and conjure weapon produces Daedric qualities. So and it's an unused enchant. So when you hit somebody with like the dagger, it turns into a Daedric dagger. But I don't think he has anything we can use. He does have a two-handed great mace, a tanto, not first, a spear, nope, katana, another tanto, nope, no blunt weapons. It'd be really good to get our hand on on a silver weapon. Only silver throwing stars. We do not have throwing weapon skills. Because only silver weapons or magic weapons can harm ghosts. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot. I wanted to sell him some of the stuff we've been picking up along the way. It's not going to be worth a fortune, but it's a little bit of gold. Let's see if you've got some useful boots. Those are mediums. Light. Yeah, nothing useful here. Cool! They even put in an animation to make you cover your face when you're in a sandstorm or an ash storm. That's really cool. we're not gonna rob them, we're just looking. Right, over the bridge. Hill. Caius Casadis' house. Now, before we chat to him, I would just like to point out there's moon sugar here, and down there a spoon and a skooma pipe. Mr. Casadis is an addict. And although he is a jacked as hell addict. Give him the package. Yes, interesting. So it says here the Emperor wants me to make you a novice in the blades. And that means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to follow my orders, Flora? Yes. Good. Welcome to the service, novice Flora. Now you belong to the blades, where the Emperor's eyes and ears in the provinces. You can use my bed if you need to rest, but leave my personal stuff alone unless I say otherwise. If you like, you can improve your modest skills with our blades trainers now, or if you're in a hurry, I can give you your orders right away. But don't forget to visit the blades trainers. Orders. First thing, Pilgrim, you're new, and you look it. Here's 200 dates, go get yourself a decent weapon or armor or a spell, and second thing, you need a cover identity. Around here, freelance adventurer is a common profession. Sign on with the Fighters Guild or Mages Guild or Imperial Cult or Imperial Legion. Advance in the ranks, gain skill and experience. Go out on your own or look for freelance work or trouble. Then when you're ready, come back and I'll have orders for you. The Imperial Cult is probably a good choice for us. You can see them at Fort Moonmoth. We ran past that on the way here, so we know where that is. Okay. That's a good faction, I think, for us. Since we're supposed to be a holy knight, working with the chief imperial religion is probably not a bad call. But for the moment, let's join both the Fighters and the Mages Guild. Because that'll give us access to a lot of useful things. Some interesting quests. The Mages Guild will give us access to spell making and so, which as our restoration side of our abilities grow will be important. Yes, the Mages Guild to start. I would like to join the Mages Guild. Yes, you look the sort we could use in the Mages Guild. Will you take the Mages Oath and join the guild? You are now a member of the Mages Guild. Welcome, associate. When you are ready, you can ask for duties to perform, and once you're ready, you can ask about advancement in the guild. If you're curious about the privileges of your rank, you can ask me about faction ranks. Ah yes, thank you for reminding me. As a member of the Mages Guild, you will receive your first mage robe. Take good care of it, for you cannot acquire another. However, once you are at least a journeyman, you may visit Felaine Sophronia, who is the guild provisioner located at the Caldera Guild Hall. She can sell you robes focused on each school of magic if you meet certain requirements, which she will explain. Yeah, we're not really going to be wearing mage robes. Let's see. I don't have any duties for an associate. Speak with me again when you have proven yourself. In the meantime, speak with Ajira. I believe she may have some small tasks for you. Some stuff here we are allowed to take. Including some valuable potions. We'll pop downstairs and chat to Ajira. But there's also, once we want to start making our own spells and enchantments, and being a member here will be valuable. But for now, I just want to chat to you. Duties. Yes, a juror has duties for you. Before a juror can be a journeyman in the Mage's Guild, a juror must study local mushrooms. Need luminous rusilla, violet coprinus, bungless mane, and hypophacia. You can find all these on the bitter coast. The easiest way is to go south along the river Odai until you see a wooden bridge across the river. Get out of the river there and find a path west over the hills. Okay, we will certainly look into that. The Mage's Guild also has a fast travel service that will take you to any city where there's a guild hall, which is quite a lot, so it's a good way to get long distance trips done across the entirety of Ardenfell. For now, on to the Fighters Guild, which is right next door. That's Revere. That's the door somehow. Oh, it's next door in the other direction. Been a while since I've played Morrowind. You are not the person we want, clearly. Welcome. Look, adventuring for an equal sum of units. Let's see what you have. Let's see if you have anything interesting. Actually, a pair of heavy boots would be a good choice. You got nice shields, but I do not have money for that right now. I do have enough money actually to get some steel boots. I will take those. You've got some pauldrons. So the armor rating on that is 19. This one is only 12. Okay, I'll take both the pauldrons. That'll help a lot. So that's pauldrons and boots. We have 261 respect. We can definitely do with a shield upgrade. Would be nice. Steel tower shield, rank 21. Let's take the tower shield. So we can sell you our iron shield. And we will see if we can bother you down just a little bit to get some mercantile skill. Not even 2 gold cheaper, but we managed to save 1. So you are clearly not the person we talked to join the Fighters Guild. You're just a vendor. Actually, I should have checked for a better weapon, but we will do that in a second. Let's just equip our new stuff. Oh! That's the price of the backpack. If you wear the backpack, you can't wear pauldrons. So, put our shield on. Okay, so we're gonna wear the pauldrons generally. I'm not gonna sell the backpack though. We'll keep it. If we find ourselves overloaded out in the wild and we don't want to drop a bunch of stuff, we can put the backpack on to gain some instant carry weight boost at the price of just reducing our armor rating a little. I think that's a smart plan. Let's sell. Oh, he won't buy that. That's fine. Now, who do I talk to about joining the Fighters Guild? Just beds. What do we have here? I don't trust you enough to go. ADF Fire is the guild steward here. Okay, so we need to find ADF Fire. That door is not accessible. You're not the person we want.
It is necessary to speak with me.
How do I know?
There you are. You're the person we want. I'd like to join the Fighters Guild. Sign me up. I have a very simple contract to end an infestation of cave rats. You might be able to handle it. Go to Doreen Tillis's house. It's here in Balmora, along the river on the east side. Ask her where the rats are coming from. Kill the rats and get your payment from Doreen fellas. Report back to me once you've taken care of this. Okay. Having reached Balmora and joined 2 guilds,
What do you want?
it's just hit 10 o'clock. I think we will call it here for the evening. Contrary to previous messages, there will not be a Daddy Daughter stream this weekend. That's because my monthly D&D game is this Saturday, so I won't be home. But I will be back next week Monday for the next episode of our Morrowind playthrough, when hopefully we will make a little progress and we will be a lot tougher because we're still level 1. And have some interesting adventures. And the Saturday after that we should be back for Daddy Daughter. Thanks for joining me. Good night.